grew up in Long Island, New York. My mother was a nurse, father was a cop. We weren't rich, weren't poor, but we had a whole bunch of fun. I didn't go to a Division I school. I was not recruited by a Division I school, so I ended up at a Division III school, which was like a glorified high school, and thus didn't think I was good enough. My freshman year, we were 6-3, first winning season. My second year, we were undefeated. Third year, I was the first All-American, and then my fourth year, I got drafted. I didn't know God, but I just knew in my heart I was going to play in the NFL and that my life was going to mean something. I kept telling my coaches that. I had a coach mocking me behind my back, telling other players I'll never make it. I was too small, too slow, too short, but that just motivated me to keep working. My senior year, my coach made a flyer and put my picture on it, my stats, and he sent it to every NFL team every week, and not one team came to see me play. But after the season, we got calls from about 5 teams, and they came and watched film. And the Los Angeles Rams says, we're going to draft you if in the late rounds you're available, and we have everything we want. We're going to draft you. I said, don't mess with me. When I got to the NFL, I walked into a hotel room with some guys on the team. I was a rookie, and it was one of those peer pressure things, fitting in. And it was about 6 guys in the hotel room. I didn't know what we were going in there for, and they just pulled out cocaine. I was like, oh man. I saw everybody else doing it, and I said, well, this can't be that bad. I knew it was wrong, and I knew it was dangerous, but I lived on the edge. One day, my buddy took me to a crack house, and I said, I want to go watch the guy make crack. So I went into this bathroom, and I sat in this little tiny bathroom, and there was this guy in there with a white tank top, shriveled up, skinny. He was like a skeleton. And I remember looking at him going, man, that pitiful guy. This drugs is killing him. And then I looked in the mirror, and God said, what about you? He was in your seat not that long ago. And my buddy opened up the door, and he gave the crack to the drug dealer and my buddy stood this far away from me and smoked crack. And I remember his eyes just kind of rolling back into his head, and I thought he was going to die right in front of me. And he asked me, did I want some? And I said, nah. And he said, you're strong. I said, no, I'm scared. I'm not strong. I'm scared. That was one of the wake-up calls for me, because I went into the other room by myself in this dark room and did cocaine by myself. And it's like, what am I doing? I'm in the NFL, I'm living my dream, and I'm destroying it. And I would look myself in the mirror and audibly say, don't put the powder in your nose. I would say those words to myself in the mirror, and then I would put the powder in my nose. And to think that I couldn't stop, how far is this going to take me, and what is going to happen to me? I got to a point where I realized that I was throwing away the best opportunity I had. And I just woke up and said, I can't do this anymore. And I just kept saying, God, one more day. One more day, I want to party. One more. There's gonna be that party. There's gonna be that experience that's gonna make me fulfilled and make me happy. And every day I was like, I just gotta hold out for that. And it never came. And there were some guys on my team who shared the gospel with me. So April 12th, 1984, 5 o'clock in the morning, I had been up all night, and I said, I'm done. I'm gonna give God the commitment I've given football, the commitment I've given drugs, the commitment I've given fun. I'm gonna give God that commitment. And I said, I'm gonna give my life to you today. I had to come to a point where I had to make a decision that I was gonna be committed to doing the right thing and following Jesus. And I did. Over time of going through ups and downs of life, you come to learn that He is reliable. He's 100% trustworthy.